Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Eva Marie. If you're unfamiliar with me, I used to talk about my life in Italy, but now I am back in the US. I got a new life, got a new wig, and this wig is really making me sweat, so it's gonna come off within the next 2 minutes. But just to show a little bit of appreciation for this beauty, I'm gonna allow you to witness some what YouTube land likes to call B-roll. I also know that it is not YouTube that calls it B-roll, so don't come for me in the comments. Also, this installation was done by me. This is the first time I ever put on a wig, but the installation that you will see in the delectable B-roll that I will show you was done by my cousin. She's wonderful, she's great, she slayed this wig. I unfortunately did not, so if you don't think that it looks good right now, you're gonna think that it looks good in a few seconds. Okay, after that, we'll get to the actual topic of this video. Enjoy! Hey guys, okay, so official intro. I wanted to close off my kind of Italy videos because I think I started off this channel with, I did start off this channel with a lot of videos about my life in Italy, and as much as I love Italy and as important as it is to my life story and my growth, I'm not living there anymore. And because of COVID, I'm most likely not going to be traveling there anytime soon. So I just want to put a little bit of a pause, farewell, arrivederci to Italy. And I thought the best way to do that would be to show a little video talking about the lessons that I've learned while living abroad. So coming off of quarantine, I have had a lot of time to reflect, to think about my life, and I've come up with 5 major lessons that I've learned from being in Italy for almost 3 years. So let's sit down, let's talk, and I'd be happy to share. I developed a love for Italy from my first time studying abroad, but my real push to actually move there came from a lot of frustration and I think a huge desire to escape my life. I was living in New York City. I hated my job. I was struggling with the fact that my parents were getting divorced, and I was just really miserable all around. Like, my life was just kind of crumbling, it felt like. And I was really just unhappy with a lot of things that were going on. And so I was looking at Italy to be a fresh start, which in a lot of ways it was. But it also created a lot of additional chaos, namely because I was also starting a business at the same time. And I completely destroyed my finances within my first year of living there. I was really broke. I was struggling to find work. I was struggling to start a business. And I just felt really worthless for a good amount of time for my first year. And it tested me in a lot of ways that I didn't expect. And I dealt with a lot of confusion, really trying to understand, did I make the right decision? Where am I supposed to go with my life? What am I supposed to do? How can I trust myself? How can I trust anyone else? And it was really hard. And I had to just learn to find peace in the midst of the chaos. And that required me to slow down, which is something I definitely learned, I think, from the culture in Italy and just the pace of life, because Italians, I think, take life a little bit slower. Maybe not in all of Italy, but definitely in Rome. And so I just learned to calm down and to just go along, just take it day by day. And I think I couldn't have learned that lesson if I hadn't left New York. I think New York is just so fast. It's such a go, go, go. You have to be constantly achieving your goals, constantly striving for more type of city. And I think Rome for me was just a place to be like, you can relax and you can just enjoy life. And that really allowed me to sit with my confusion and work it out at a slower pace. All of the confusion I was struggling with really thrust me into my next lesson, which was to learn how to trust myself. I think because I was so confused, I was really trying to find answers from everyone else that was outside of me. And that means I was taking in a lot of information from, gurus I found online, really trying to talk to my family or friends, and also looking towards other people who I sought out as mentors. And I think it only made things worse. I don't know that constantly trying to seek out other people really helped me, and I think that it just made me feel more confused. It made me struggle even more because I didn't trust myself to make the right decisions. And so I slowly had to learn that no one knows me more than I know myself, and no one can help me more than I can help myself. And that doesn't mean that I don't think that I could ever have a mentor or I could ever seek help from someone outside of me, but I know that I have to be the person who makes the final decision. I have to be able to trust my own instincts and trust what I know about myself to be able to make the right decisions. And that was really, really hard. Like, it was hard to really understand I need to trust myself first before I trust someone else. And now that I'm able to do that, I recognize just how dangerous it is to let other people tell you what to do. And that really came from working for other people, asking so many questions about what should I do, where should I go, what's the best thing? And you just get information overload, and it becomes so overwhelming and so frustrating, and it made me so anxious, and it made me feel just so overwhelmed, and it prevented me from being able to take any kind of action because I couldn't trust myself to even take a first step. And if you're someone who struggles with trusting yourself, just take this little bit of advice. No one can ever know you more than you know you. Unless you're in denial. I was never really that bad with money, but I definitely wasn't great. And I think that having lived in Italy, where the salary I was making was so much lower than what I was used to in New York, I really, really, really had to learn how to manage a budget. And that meant that I needed to really try to assess, like, what's a need, what's a want, what can I really be spending my money on? How do I make sure that I'm not going broke at the end of every single month? And I just knew how to slay a budget. And now it's like when I'm back home, I feel like I have so much more financial awareness. I have so much more comfort around money. Whereas before I came to Italy and when I was living in New York, I had a lot of fear around money. I had a lot of stress that I was dealing with around money. And it's so funny because I was making so much more and I had way higher expenses and I was spending way more money than I was spending in Italy. And I think just Italy just allowed me to really learn how to pare down my life. Yay, minimalism. and really take into stock what's important and what do I truly need and what do I truly love in my life. So I can buy things that really make me happy. I can buy things that are really, really useful. And I know how to save. I know how to make sure I have a little bit of money to invest for the future. And it's a totally different approach to my finances than I had before, where it was just, okay, I have to save, but also I'm really scared and I have so many bills to pay and my bills make me feel a lot of anxiety and sometimes I miss payments, and it was just not good. But now my money mindset is like relaxed. Money isn't something that controls me, I control it, and that is a true, true gift that came from being broke. Overall, I would say that I really just learned how to find comfort in myself as a woman and how to feel confident in myself as a woman. And I think I shed that part of me that was still kind of clinging on to little girl baby Eva, and I became woman Eva, which was, I think, really exciting and made me feel really strong and really optimistic about my life, because I can say right now, like, I really like me, like I'm really happy with who I am, like I'm happy with how I'm developing as a person, and I'm excited about where I can go in my future. And I think that, I mean, obviously I would have matured had I not gone to Italy, but I think that being away for those 2.5 years really kind of just skyrocketed me into a different place where, you know, I still feel very grounded. Like I feel like myself. My personality has not changed. I've always been this way. I have my serious side, I have my silly side, but I just feel all around more grounded, more centered, more confident in myself. And this is a confidence that I would say has been hard won. And I just feel really proud of the Eva that is on film today. So that's it. I mean, those are kind of the biggest lessons that I learned from life in Italy. And I just wanted to make this video because, you know, I wanted to really try to transition this channel into something different. But I am so thankful for my time in Italy. I'm so thankful for all of you who have subscribed because you've been interested in my life and what I have to share about my time in Italy. I hope you guys will stick with me. The videos are going to keep coming, but I really just need to take time to kind of figure out what's going to come next. And I'll still be sharing about my life, but I'll definitely be focusing more on my business, my online magazine, La Femme Media, and fashion. So those are going to be coming because I love fashion, I love personal style, so those kinds of videos will be coming your way. And just, you know, some general travel videos once travel is allowed, or once I take little trips around Massachusetts, because I'm going to be staying in the state. I'm not going to be going anywhere else. But that's it for now, guys. I can't wait to see you until the next video. Peace out.